Most people completely misunderstand what it actually takes to start a business in a country like Guinea-Bissau, and that misunderstanding has quietly cost entrepreneurs time, money, and opportunities they didn't even realize they were missing. Because here's the truth. Registering an LLC in Guinea-Bissau is not just about submitting documents and getting approval. It's about understanding a system that can either work smoothly for you, or become confusing and slow, depending on how well you prepare. And if you're planning to do this, there's something extremely important you need to know first. In Guinea-Bissau, success doesn't come from rushing the process. It comes from understanding how the process actually works on the ground. But once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. Now let me tell you a story. Michael, an entrepreneur from Florida, wanted to start a small agricultural export business in West Africa. He had been exploring emerging markets and came across Guinea-Bissau. Untapped potential, access to regional trade, opportunities in agriculture and natural resources. It seemed like the perfect place to start something new. So he did what most people do. He searched online for how to register an LLC in Guinea-Bissau. He found a few articles. They made it sound simple. Register your company. Get your documents. Start operating. Simple. But here's where things get interesting. When Michael actually began the process, he realized something that completely changed his perspective. The steps were simple, but the execution required local understanding. Certain documents needed to be prepared in specific formats. Some procedures required physical follow-up, and small misunderstandings caused delays. And what happens next is what most people don't expect. Michael's company registration took longer than expected. Not because the system was impossible, but because he didn't fully understand how it worked. And this is the reality most people don't see. Because starting a business in a new country is not just about knowing the steps. It's about knowing how those steps are actually applied. But there is a smarter way to handle this. And once you understand it, everything becomes clearer. So let's break this down step by step. The right way. First, you need to understand what an LLC is in Guinea-Bissau. The equivalent structure is typically a limited liability company, often referred to similarly to a sociedad por cuotas. And like LLCs in other countries, it provides limited liability. It separates your personal assets from your business. And it allows one or more shareholders. But here's the problem. The legal and administrative process is not fully automated. And this is where many people get caught off guard. Let's take Sarah as an example. She wanted to start a small import-export business connecting local products to international buyers. She saw opportunity. But she assumed the process would be fast and mostly online. But this is where it gets dangerous. Because while the system exists, it requires patience and proper execution. And if you're not prepared for that, you'll face delays. But here's where things get interesting. Once you understand how the system flows, it becomes manageable. And this is where your advantage begins. So imagine you're starting from zero. The first step is deciding on your company structure. Who are the shareholders? Will you start alone, or with partners? And this is where many people rush. They focus on starting quickly, instead of structuring properly. But here's the problem. Your ownership structure affects control, profit distribution, and decision-making. And if it's not clearly defined, it can create conflicts later. David experienced this. He started a business with a partner. Everything seemed fine at first. But as the business grew, disagreements started. And because their roles were not clearly defined, those disagreements became serious issues. But here's the insight. Clarity at the beginning creates stability later. Now let's move to the next step. Choosing your company name. This seems simple. But there's a hidden detail most people miss. Your company name must be unique and approved by the relevant authority. And many applications get delayed because the name is already taken. Jessica made this mistake. She chose a name she loved, but it was already registered. Her process was delayed, and she had to start again. And this is where frustration begins. Because small details create big delays. But here's the smarter approach. Always verify name availability first. Now, once your name is approved, The next step is preparing your company documents. This includes your articles of association. And this is one of the most important parts of the entire process, because it defines how your company operates. Ownership, management, i.e., decision-making. And this is where things can go very wrong. Because many people treat this as a formality. They use generic templates. They don't fully understand what they're signing. But here's the problem. If your documents are unclear, you risk disputes later. Emily experienced this. She partnered with someone she trusted. But, later, disagreements emerged. And because their documents were vague, resolving those disagreements became difficult. But here's the good news. If you take the time to structure your documents properly, you avoid these problems. Now let's move to registration. In Guinea-Bissau, this involves submitting your documents to the relevant government office responsible for business registration. And here's where things get interesting. The process is structured, but may require manual follow-up. Documents must be submitted. Fees must be paid. Approvals must be obtained. And this is where many people get confused. Because they expect everything to happen instantly. But, here's the insight. If you follow the process patiently, it works. Now once your company is registered, you receive your official documents. And your business legally exists. But here's the question most people don't ask. Can you actually operate? Because registration is just the beginning. And what happens next determines your success. Let's talk about banking. Opening a business bank account is essential. But it's not always immediate. Banks require documentation, company papers, identification, and sometimes proof of business activity. And this is where Michael faced another challenge. His company was registered, but opening a bank account took time. And without a bank account, he couldn't operate effectively. But here's the insight. Preparation and transparency make a huge difference. Now let's talk about taxes. Because this is one of the most important aspects of running your business. Companies in Guinea-Bissau are subject to corporate taxes. And depending on your activities, you may need to handle VAT or similar obligations. But here's where things can go very wrong. If you don't understand your tax obligations early, you risk penalties and financial stress. Daniel experienced this. He started his business successfully, but he didn't fully understand tax requirements. And later, he faced complications that could have been avoided. But here's the good news. With proper planning, taxes become manageable. Now let's talk about employees. Because many businesses rely on local talent. Guinea-Bissau offers access to a workforce across different sectors. But hiring employees involves responsibilities, contracts, compliance with labor laws, payroll management, and this is where things get interesting. Once you understand the system, managing employees becomes predictable, and your business becomes more stable. Now let's zoom out. Why do entrepreneurs choose Guinea-Bissau? The answer is opportunity. Emerging markets, untapped sectors, regional trade access. But here's one detail most people miss. These opportunities only work if your business is structured correctly. Otherwise, they don't translate into real success. And this is where your mindset becomes critical. Because starting a business is not just about registering a company. It's about understanding how the system works and using it effectively. Now let's come back to Michael. After facing initial challenges, he changed his approach. He learned the system, prepared properly, and gradually, his business started to operate smoothly. He built relationships, managed operations, and began to grow. And this is the turning point. Because once you move from guessing to understanding, everything changes. So now the question becomes, what should you do? If you're considering registering an LLC in Guinea-Bissau, focus on preparation. Understand the structure. Plan your steps carefully. Follow the process step by step. Because this is what separates successful entrepreneurs from those who struggle. And this is where your identity shifts. You're no longer guessing. You're making informed decisions, strategic decisions. And that changes everything. Now let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC in Guinea-Bissau involves choosing your structure, selecting a company name, preparing documents, completing registration, opening a bank account, and managing taxes and compliance. Each step matters. Each decision shapes your outcome. But once you understand the system, it becomes clear. It becomes manageable. And most importantly, it becomes an opportunity. Because Guinea-Bissau offers real potential for those who approach it correctly. So take your time. Plan carefully. And don't rush the process. Because doing it right from the beginning saves you from major problems later. And sets you up for long-term success. If you found this guide helpful, and want more videos that break down complex global opportunities like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because the more you understand these systems, the more confident and capable you become. And that's what truly makes the difference.